Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good day, champions. Remember, this material is part of your training in the National Science and Mathematics Olympiad NSMO, and this is your chance to excel. Our focus is still in biology in phase 1 of the competition. Make sure you master the fundamental concepts before moving to the advanced stages. We're still in chapter 5, Human Body Systems. We are studying how the body works as complex and integrated machine. And this lecture is presented by Muhammad Al Ali. I welcome you. Previously in chapter 5, we already done with the skeletal and muscular systems, nervous and circulatory systems, and we took the part 2 of circulatory systems too, and respiratory and excretory systems, and today inshallah we will take digestive system and nutrition. And this system is vital for understanding how we get the energy to perform all other activities. Stay tuned. We are in lecture 5 and it's completely dedicated to studying the process of digestion and how it relates to proper nutrition. Our objectives are clearly defined. We will understand the functions of the digestive system, types of digestion, its components, the importance of nutrition, and we will compare the types of nutrients. Let's start with functions of the digestive system. Your digestive system is like a smart factory inside your body, and it has three functions. Let's start with the first one. First functions is breaking food down. Okay? When you eat, your teeth cut, grind, and break food into small pieces. This makes it easier for your stomach and intestines to work. Okay? Think of it like cutting a big sandwich into tiny bites. Let's move on to second functions. Second functions is changing food into nutrients. Inside your stomach and intestines, food is digested, chemically broken down. So the body turns food into nutrients like glucose, amino acids, and fats. These small particles are easy for your body to absorb. Okay, so this is like turning ingredients into fuel that your body can use. Okay, so let's move on to the third functions. It's getting rid of waste. So not everything you eat can be used. The digestive system removes the parts that cannot be digested. This is similar to a factory throwing away scraps it doesn't need it. So let's simple diagram to understand the processes. Okay, food, chewing, digestion, stomach, intestines, nutrients absorbs, waste eliminates. The purpose of digestive systems is breaks food into small pieces, changes it into nutrients that the body can absorb, and removes anything that cannot be used. Okay, let's see. As we said, cutting, reading, digestion, food, eliminating. Let's see the clip.
Mhm.
After we had done from the function of digestion, let's move forward to see the difference between the types of digestions. And there are two types of digestion happening in your body. The first one, they called it mechanical digestion. This is the physical process. It includes chewing food in your mouth and the muscles for your stomach, and small intestines squeezing and pushing food forward. This movement is called peristalsis. Think of it like breaking and mixing food so it becomes smaller and easier to work with. Second type is chemical digestion. This is chemical process. Special proteins called enzymes break large food molecules like carbohydrates, proteins, and fats into tiny molecules that your body can absorb into blood. Okay, it's like using chemical to dissolve food into nutrients. So let's have a quick comparison. Mechanical, it's breaking and moving food, and chemical, enzymes changing food into nutrients. Now let's watch a short clip to see both mechanical and chemical digestion happening inside the body and how the food moves and changes step by steps. Let's take a quick tour of the digestive canal, the path that food travels inside your body. And let's start with the first one here, the mouth. Okay, so mouth, that's where digestion begins. The teeth cut and grind food, and the tongue help mix it with saliva. That's number one. Number two, let's take number two, pharynx. Here, pharynx. Okay, so it's like hallway that connects the mouth to esophagus. Pharynx. Move to the third one, epiglottis. It should be here, the red tiny one, epiglottis. That one is epiglottis. Okay, so epiglottis is a small flap that acts like a door. It closes when you swallow, so food goes to the stomach, not the lungs. Okay, four is esophagus. That's the esophagus. So it's a long tube that pushes food down to the stomach using wave like muscle movement. Okay, and the movement called peristalsis. Okay, that check. Moving to number five, stomach. Here is the stomach. So it's a muscular bag that mixes food with acids and enzymes to break it into smaller pieces. That's the stomach. Move on to number six, small intestine. Here, small intestine. These, the small intestine. Okay, so small intestine, this is where most digestion and absorption happen. Nutrients move from here to the bloodstream. Okay, the last one we have large intestines. All these large intestines. So absorb water, forms weights, and prepare it to leave the body. Okay, so food enters through the mouth, travels through a long canal, gets digestive, absorbed, and finally leaves the body. This is the structure of digestive system. In the previous slide, we learned about the main digestive canal, the path that food travels through. Now, let's look at the helper organs that support digestions. These organs don't hold the food, but they play a very important role by producing substances that help break food down. Okay? And we call them associated digestive organs. And let's start with the first one here, near to mouth, is salivary glands. That's it. So salivary glands, they release saliva that begins chemical digestion in the food and makes food easier to swallow. Okay, second one, it's liver, the largest organs in a human body, liver. So what happens in liver? The liver produces bile, which helps break down fats into smaller droplets. This is liver. The third one is pancreas. Here is the pancreas. Okay, so the pancreas release enzymes that help digest carbohydrate, proteins, and fats in small intestines. Okay, so let's make check here. Okay, so while the digestive canal moves food through the body, these three organs provide the chemical needed to digest it. And as we said before, we call them associated digestive organs. After we have some information in digestive system, let's see what's the importance of nutrition. So, nutrition is more than just eating food. It's how our body gets what it needs to grow, move, stay healthy, and fight diseases. Every bite we eat has purposes. Okay, so let me ask you this kind of question. Why do you think our body needs food even when we are resting and not moving? The answer is to lead into energy and cell repair. Okay, what would happen if we ate much more energy than we used or much less? So that lead into the balance of energy. Have you ever heard that word calorie? What do you think it really means? That means the definition of calorie. How does food help us diseases? After we have some information about digestive system, let's talk a little bit about nutrition. So, our food is made of different types of nutrients, and each of them has different journey inside the digestive system. Carbohydrate, fats, proteins. These are the big molecules. Your body cannot absorb them in their original size, so the digestive system must break them down. Carbohydrates are digested into simple sugars for energy. For energy. Proteins are digested into Amino acid to build muscles and repair tissue. Fats are digested into fatty acid for stored energy, warmth, and protections. So, this is why digestion is important. It makes these nutrients small enough to enter the bloodstream. Okay? Minerals, vitamins, and water, these are all already small enough so your body absorbs them directly without digestions. Vitamins help body functions and immunity. Minerals help bones, blood, and nerves work properly. Water is essential for every cell and keeps the body stable and hydrated. These do not need to be broken down. The digestive system simply absorbs them. Okay? Okay, so the digestive system works like smart filter. It breaks down the big nutrients and absorbs the small ones directly. The first part of nutrients is carbohydrate, and carbohydrate, they are source of energy and consist of carbon, hydrogen, oxygen with ratio 1 to 1. Their building units are monosaccharides like glucose and disaccharides like sucrose and polysaccharides like starch. Another type of nutrients is lipids. So they mainly consist of carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. Their function is energy storage. Their monomers is fatty acids and glycerol. On the other hand, we have proteins. They are the building material in the body. Their unit is amino acid and they contain nitrogen. And remember their role in building tissues and transporting substance and their role as enzymes. So this is a comprehensive summary of everything we cover in this lecture, from the functions of digestion, its type, mechanical and chemical, to the importance of nutrition and the comparison between nutrients. Thank you very much, distinguished ones. I wish you success in your studies. Our lecture for today is finished. Your efforts in this curriculum are an investment in your scientific future. See you soon.